Alrighty guys, so day 43 of main gaining. It's our heavy back day. I am going to kind of skip some movements today. I got some stuff I got to take care of today. Try to start getting things done in order to help get this house posted for sale. So with that, we are going to do our deadlifts like normal, and then I'm thinking we'll go into barbell rows, and then probably a curl, and that'll be today's workout. So we're still going to hit heavy back, we're still going to engage the entire back, and we're still going to get biceps done. So it's just cutting out some of the volume. I'm thinking we might try to lift heavy on the deadlift today. Well, heavier than what we have been. So we were supposed to shoot for 375 for 3 last week. I think I did it for 1 or 2. I don't remember. But, no, I pulled 370 for 3 last week. And then, so this week's supposed to be 375. I don't know. We'll see how it feels when I pull 365. If it feels decent, maybe we'll just pull it for 1 instead of 3. And we'll throw something heavier on there. But we'll find out. We're going to do deadlifts today with this small belt. Still waiting on the correct size to show up. But going to go ahead and warm up with the belt on just to get used to it. Because I haven't deadlifted with the belt in like a decade. Just like day before yesterday with the squats. So I have been skipping 185 on the warm-ups for deadlifts. We're going to hit it today just for 2 reps, just so I get a few more extra reps in, bracing into the belt and getting used to the way it feels. But I tell you what, the whole, starting to go through the house type of thing, seeing how much stuff we have and whatnot, makes you realize how much junk you kind of collect. Or not necessarily junk, but just kind of clutter. It's like, we'll eventually do something with this, and we'll use this for something eventually type of thing. And then it ends up sitting there, for years, not getting touched. It's interesting how that happens. But it kind of made me think of, when it comes to fitness and stuff, you kind of end up with all these little issues and strains and little problems as you kind of go along in your fitness career that just all kind of add up, and you just kind of throw them in the basement and ignore them type of thing. But at some point, you're going to have to correct some of those things. Wow, that feels so much different belted up. The reason why I'm talking about that is if you're kind of dealing with some injuries and stuff that you're working around, you're probably giving up progress just to be in the gym versus taking some time off and letting it heal. Or, if you're ignoring your sleep, you're not prioritizing it, or you're cheating on your diet constantly or something like that, you know, these are all things that we could be working on. That we're kind of ignoring. And if we're doing that, we're stopping the progress that we could be making, instead of just kind of cleaning out the basement and getting stuff taken care of. So if you're doing that, kind of evaluate everything you're doing. You know, are you going to bed a little too late? Start working on going to bed a little too early. You got like a tight shoulder or something, go to massage joint or a chiropractor. Get that thing adjusted, get it loosened up, get that mobility going. If it's actually injured, you know, take the time out of the gym. If it needs some attention, get that attention it needs, you know? Instead of putting things off, if you kind of just address them as they come up, sure, it might stop your progress in the short term, but you'll make more progress in the long term, versus only being able to put in like, you know, 50%, 60% effort over that long period of time, which is just going to stop you from getting where you want to be. All right, 365, last warm-up set here. This is going to be the factor of, do we add some weight to this thing and try to actually pull something heavy for the first time in quite a while, actually. Man, belt just feels a little awkward, but felt good. I'm a little tight. I can feel it in my hammies, that they're still a little sore from leg day. But that felt good. So I think let's throw, I don't know, I'll think about it. You'll see when I come back. Fuck. Ooh. I psyched myself out. It started to move, and I don't know, I mentally went, man, this is fucking heavy, because it's 4:30. I might take one more shot at that, because I also felt my hips shoot up. Nope, not gonna happen. If it was, it would have been that first time. Well, it is what it is. We're not always going to make those jumps. 430 was probably a little aggressive to want to shoot for. I should have put left 420 on there. I was thinking about just doing 420. I had it on there. Then I was like, you know what? I want to add 10 more pounds. So I was like, we pulled 420. Oh, what? Oh, man. I guess it actually quite a bit longer than I thought it was. 7-8 months ago. And that's the kind of the current highest one rep. So I guess I should have just shot for 420 again. But I was like, man, like 370 was feeling pretty good for 3. Last time we deadlifted, 365 felt like a 315 pull. So I was like, man, feeling strong today. But guess I overcompensated on that. But it is what it is. 415, 420 would have been the smart weight choice, not shooting for 430. But we did get it at least a couple inches off the ground, so that's good to know, because that is the heaviest thing we've picked up at all in any sorts in quite a bit. So getting the body underneath that shock load will definitely at least help in some sort of way. But now we're just going to go ahead and move into hand and bicep curls. This has taken me a while to get through. And I'll bring you back for those. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off with just 30 pounds on here. Get the biceps warmed up, ready to go, since they haven't had any stimulation yet. And even though I only did a few reps of deadlifts, attempting to pull that 430 definitely put my body under quite a bit of load, because it feels very fatigued. Which is great, that's what we want. But, you know, it does kind of suck on the deadlift, you know, when you get it off the ground and then it's like 2-3 inches and then all of a sudden it's just like magnets turned on and that thing ain't moving. It's definitely a technique failure. My form feels not correct. And once I look at this tomorrow when I go to edit and post this thing, I guarantee that my hips are probably shooting up. My knees are locking out super early, so I'm kind of just like this with the weight, which if it comes off of your legs, that thing ain't coming up. So I definitely didn't pull it into myself or keep myself set back far enough to really drag that bar up my body. So that's definitely on me. I probably could have pulled it, but I allowed my form to fall apart trying to do it with the belt. So it's just needing some more practice. Which, no big deal. Just like with everything, you know, you've got to do it continuously with repetition to kind of not necessarily perfect it, but be very good at it. So, lifting with the belt is way different than not. For example, most of the time, when you guys go to take your big deep breaths and brace to do a lift, I bet you're breathing in, your chest gets big and comes up, but your waist shrinks down because you're letting your lungs push your chest out and up. Which, in the terms of the bench press, can be good because it's going to help you get a better position on the bar. But, in reality, you're making your core much weaker. You want to make sure you're keeping yourself straight, and when you breathe in, to practice it to start, you breathe in with your nose. And your core is going to push outwards because your lungs are now pushing your diaphragm down, which is going to create that internal pressure. And what the belt's doing is keeping everything from pushing out. So then you're able to create more pressure because you're able to press into that belt, which keeps your back locked in nice and tight. And in theory, allows you to drive more force from your feet to your shoulders, your hands, basically, you know. The force transfer is tighter because you're not losing anything or as much moving through the center of your body. But it takes practice. Alright, but in the essence of time, I'm going to finish these off. I got to go get my walk done. So that's the only 2 movements we're doing today. Deadlifts, easy bar curls with the cable. Nothing fancy, but bicep activation, back, core, leg activation. For deadlifts, you can't really activate more muscle parts than with a deadlift. Like, it's from your feet to your fingers are being brought into this movement, and it will fire up everything. So like my lower back, my lats, my shoulders, traps, they're all pumped up, even just from those few reps. Lower back, glutes, hams, and my lats actually are very fatigued feeling. So, but with that, make sure you guys are out there working on your goals, getting your stuff done. Most of all, just don't be a lazy fuck.